In today's lesson, toda kuita angles between vectors. That is what we want to look at. Saka, before we look at angles between vectors, there are certain things we should know. Chekutanga, the vectors should originate from a common point. Saka kuti tikwanise kutsvaga an angle between two vectors, those vectors should be originating from a common point. What do we mean? Let us say we have two vectors. These are the vectors we have. Andika? Saka angle yatiri kutsvaga panapa, which we are going to refer to as theta, is this angle theta. And since these two are vectors, they are going to be having a direction like this. Saka example yandaisa panapa, maybe let us write it as a point. The vectors can be converging or diverging. And Saka, kana tichiti vectors are converging, kana kuti vectors are diverging, what are we referring to? So panapa, we have two vectors, they are coming from a common point. Yatiri kuti common point, let it be known kuti it's this point. This is the common point of origin. Then panapa, this is the angle theta. Then totarisa direction ema vectors edu. Kana ma vectors edu akatarisa away from the origin like this. These are called, these are diverging vectors. Saka to diverge kutarisa opposite the common point. Kuva pa common point mchita spread out. And you can actually use this term spreading out. Dokuta diverge. What about converging? Saka this is case 1. Case number 2, we also have two vectors emanating from a common point. We need the angle between them theta, but now they are looking inwards. Saka kanakadai, so these are called converging vectors. And to converge is to look inwards. So talking about pouring inwards, kana kuti looking inwards. So zvandu kunyora in yellow is angori ma phrases anokubatsira kurangarira, haziwo ma technical phrases atinoshandisa. Saka we call these diverging vectors spreading out from a common point. Then we call these converging vectors pouring in, looking inwards. Saka, when we are discussing the angle between two vectors, we are either going to have converging vectors or diverging vectors. We are not going to have a situation like this, where two vectors, angle between, but one of the vectors is looking inwards, the other is spreading out. We cannot have a situation like this. Saka kana titorine situation yakaita se iyo, what do? We have to reverse direction. Saka it's either ticha reverse this direction, instead of kuti tarisa inwards yotarisa kunze like this. And remember what kana tichi reverse direction, kana ino yanga iri, for example A or B, kureverse direction kunoreva kuti tinenge takushandisa the negative sign. Saka it's either this or that. Ino yanga imbori looking outwards yakutarisa inwards. And we are also using the negative to reverse the direction. That is what we do. Now tichiri papa, let us say takatarisa our diverging and converging vectors. Let us give the vectors a name. Saka A or B panapa. A or B. Like this. Saka tina A or B. Zvirikuitika apa manje ndezvekuti when we are having diverging vectors tinomanyora akadai so A or B, then ma-arrows edu anenge akatarisa kunoko like this. And kana tikada kunyora as individual vectors tinenge chiti OA and OB like that. Mapaona. So that is how we write it. These are diverging vectors. For converging vectors, again, it's A or B, but now my arrows edu atarisa kunoku. That is iningeri AO and BO. Like that. So that's the nomenclature, that's the jargon, that is how we identify those vectors. Saka patanga tichilayer a foundation of what we are expected to know before we get into the various formulae which we are going to be using. Now, looking at the formulae, tinowana say the angle between vectors. Saka formula yedu inogona kuva expressed in different ways. So I'm going to be showing you all the ways of expressing it. We can express it like this. In simple terms, cos theta is equal to dot product over moduli product. Dot product over moduli product. Izvi zvakambobva kupi zvichirevei? Zvakabva pa this expression A dot B dot product is equal to the size of A multiplying the size of B doing on the moduli product cos theta. Like this. Saka kana tikada cos theta, remember teta could divide both sides nechi ne moduli product. Therefore, cos theta inenge equal to A dot B over moduli product. Mukatarisa zvine zvakafanana nepapi? Ne apo. Murikupaona. Saka cos theta is equals to dot product A dot B over moduli product A B. Anditika? Which can be, of course, apa takutongo itawo further illustrate. What can it be? It can be theta yatiri kutsvaga inenge equal to the arc cos of dot product over moduli product. As simple as that. Okay. That said, let us look at two examples which are going to illustrate how we go about this. This is our first example. Example yedu iri kuti find the acute angle between the vectors. Ma vectors acho tapiwa A is equal to I plus J plus K. Remember, tofunga kunyora in column form kuti kwanze kuweka nawo. Saka panapa it's simply 1, 1, 1. Because tinotora ma coefficients are I, J and K. Twataudzwa kuti B is equal to 2I plus 3J plus 4K, which is in column form 2, 3, 4. This is what we are told. Saka titsvage the angle between. What do we do? Tinongodai so totakatanyora formula yedu. Cos theta is equal to dot product over moduli product which is equal to, in this case, A dot B over amirai ngatidai so kuti musaconfuse. Ngatisati this is equal to, that is cos theta is equal to a dot b over a b, like that. Saka panapa tichada kutanga taziva kuti a dot b ndeyani, tichada kuziva kuti size of a, size of b ndeyani, taking the product. Saka kuti tizive izvozvo manje tenge takudai so, tikati consider a dot b, which is equal to a111 multiplying 2, 3, 4. Remember, this is equal to 1 times 2 plus 1 times 3 plus 1 times 4. If you don't remember, you can check where we did dot product. Saka 1 apapa, it's simply 2 plus 3 plus 4. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is our dot product. Now what we want to do is we want to consider the modulus of a, which will be equal to the square root of 1 squared plus 1 squared plus 1 squared, which is simply equal to the square root of 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is root 3. And that is the size of a. Now, considering the size modulus of b, it's going to be equal to 2 squared plus 3 squared plus 4 squared. So this is equal to the square root of 4 plus 9 plus 16. Saka, what is 4 plus 9 plus 16? Tunawana 29. Saka panapa, this is the square root of 29, like that. Saka tawana all the components we need. Changosara kuimaita factor into this. Saka, therefore, the cos of theta is equal to a dot b not in the 9 over, then here we are going to be multiplying the square root of 3 multiplying the square root of 29. Sacha ndokurudzira panapa kuti musa waste time, uye since tichipinda exam tine calculator, what you can just do is munova mangoti this and it, I want to continue my working panapa. Saka munova mango tonyora kuti theta is equal to the arc cos of 9 over root 3 multiplying root 9, which is equal to, then you go to your calculator, you are going to input it as it is, but since you are doing pure maths, make sure your calculator is always in radians. Your calculator should always be in radians. We seldom use degrees. Then moya in my calculator nchabaya shift ndovandabaya cos kuti produce arc cos, then ya producer arc cos ndinobva ndango type izo sezva zviri, so it's 9 over the square root of 3 multiplying the square root of 29, like this. Saka when I do this, answer yandinowana inenge iri 0.26 to 3 significant figures, 0.266 radians. Why in that radians? Because ndaisa calculator yangu kuma radians. That is why I'm getting that answer. What if they specify that our answer should be in degrees? Saka the working is the same. Panapa tozongoya chiti theta is equal to the arc cos of 9 over root 3 root 29 then tongo make sure to calculator yedu this time iri kuma degrees handika. Then we redo the same thing, shift cos 9 over root 3 multiplying root 29, like this. Answer yedu this time to 3 significant figures inobuda iri 15.2 degrees. Saka please specify the unit kuti vazive kuti answer yenyu maipresenta ari maradians here or madegrees, but in most cases if they don't specify, you can just use degrees. That's the safer route, but you can also use radians. It's also mathematically sound. So this is how it is done. Domaitiro atinoita. Let us have a second example to consolidate. In our second example, we are given that OA and is equal to 1, 0, minus 1. OB is equal to 2, 1, minus 3. OC is equal to 0, minus 2, 3. Varikutichi titsvage the cos of the angle BAC, giving you answer in exact form. Satofanga kuva ne sense of how our vectors are meeting at a common point. Saka if we have these two vectors like this, making this our common point, this is the angle between. Sapana patterns titsvage BAC. We know that BAC inenge yakadai so. Mapaona. Saka BAC panapa you are going to notice kuti hazvina basa kuti direction yedu yakatarisa kunoku here, like this, kana kuti direction yedu yese yakatarisa uku. It does not matter. We are still going to get the same answer, but I want to illustrate both. Saka ndoda kutanga nda illustrate a situation where direction yedu yese yakatarisa inwardly, kureva kuti we have converging vectors. Saka kana takadai so, what it means is cos of the angle BAC inenge iri equal to BA and this angle dot AC, not AC, dot CA, because zvakatarisa in the same direction, over size of BA, size of CA. That's important. Maona manje. So kana tadai so, what it then means is takuda zoti BA indian CA indian totsvaga the dot product, then tozoshandisa BA CA kutsvaga the moduli product. Saka this is going to be a little bit long, but we can endure. Saka if we consider BA, tinoziva kuti BA iri equal to OA minus OB, and the destination point subtracting source point, which is equal to OA indian 1, 0, minus 1, subtracting OB 2, 1, minus 3. This is equal to 1 minus 2, the minus 1, 0, minus 1, the minus 1, minus 1, minus minus 3, which means minus 1 plus 3, so 3 minus 1, the 2. Like this. 1 minus 2 minus 1, 0 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 plus 3, 3 minus 1, the 2. Okay. Saka BA tanayo takuda CA. So if we consider CA, this will be equal to OA, yes, subtracting OC, which is, what is OA? 1, 0, minus 1. What is OC? 0, minus 2, 3. 1 minus 0, 1, 0, minus minus 2, the 2, minus 1, minus 3, the minus 4, and minus 1, minus 3, like this. Sakatana BA tava futinani na CA. Sakatana BA na CA takuda kuziva kuti ba.ca inenge iri equal to, what is ba? -1 minus 1 2 dot ca 1 2 minus 4, which is equal to, tichati -1 times 1 towana chi -1, twatati plus -1 times 2 tichawana -2, twatati plus 2 times -4 tichawana -8. Saka panapa tina -1 -2 -8 inotipa chi 8 9 10 11, sa inotipa -11. That is our BACA. Then kana takuda kuziva kuti the size of BA inenge iri equal to -1 squared plus -1 squared plus 2 squared, which is -1 squared into 1 plus -1 squared into 1 plus 2 squared, that's 4 4 5 6, saka it's root 6, like this. Then size of CA inenge iri 1 squared plus 2 squared plus -4 squared, like this. So this is equal to 1 squared into 1 plus 2 squared into 4 plus -4 squared into 16. 16 plus 4 into 20. Then 20 plus 1, 21. Saka hapa it's root 21. Saka we now have everything we need. Changosara kutishi cos theta is equal to, then the dot product patai calculator taona ari -11 over, then here we are multiplying root 6 times root 21. I want to give you a task ndakuita usimbe. Task yandoda kukupa inde ishi ndoti mudzoke panapa. Handisusu pataweka pa these are converging vectors. Ndoda kuti mimi mudzokorodze this question but muchiweka ari ma diverging vectors kuti muprove kuti munowana the same answer. Saka just a hint. Zoro kuti mimi munenge makutsvaga still muchiri kutsvaga the cos of BAC and it, but imimi matsagira makuita inenge yava AB dot AC, direction yakakosha over the moduli product. Answer yamunowana inofanira kufanana neanswer yatawana equation izvi. Saka please redo this question but that way muzondiudza kuti answer yamawana neyandawana zvakafanana here in the comments section. Thank you for your attendance to this lesson. May you please consider subscribing, liking, sharing so that you can support us. To those who want to join our class doing pure mathematics, you can WhatsApp us on this number. Then we'll see how best we can help each other. Thank you and take care.